Hi guys, welcome back. It's me, Crystal Sky. How are y'all doing today? Long time no see. Well, today's gonna be somewhat of a short video, I suppose. But today I'm gonna be reviewing the Courts of Thorns and Roses series. Now, the last time I was talking about books in general, I told you that I did not have the series yet, but I did manage to get my hands on it last year. So, yeah, I have already finished the first and the second book, and those are the books that I will be reviewing. So, let's start off with book number 1, A Courts of Thorns and Roses. So, my opinion, on a scale from 1 to 10, I would say it's definitely a 10. It's very captivating. It was very interesting. The main character, Farah's journey, and just her growth was very interesting. She absolutely hated Fae or anything to do with their kind. But as the series went on, she learned to love them and potentially fall in love with one of the High Lords. So the fact that she went from hating to sacrificing her life for like every single one of the Fae was absolutely awesome. It was amazing. She definitely seemed like she also built a lot of trauma during the series, but overall, I think her character development was pretty awesome. Now, the stuff that I did not really like about it is, like, as I said, the book is honestly great. It's awesome. But the thing that I did not like about the first book is the fact that Farah did not know how to read. Now, from what she tells us about her childhood, which isn't a lot, but she does do a little bit here and there, bits and pieces, it's understandable why she hasn't learned how to read. But she does also have sisters. So the fact that her older sister couldn't put her pride aside or whatever vendetta she had against the main character Farah, aka her second younger sister, it was honestly disappointing in that regard. But otherwise, honestly, the first book is a definite hit for me. So, book number 2. So, this one there's a lot to unbunk in this one, honestly. So, first things first, the trauma that Farah was left with. Tamlin wasn't by her side at all. Like, I get the fact that in the second book of Courts of Mist and Fury, I get the fact that Tamlin had obviously his own trauma. He had to spend his time with that witch Martha that was killed in the first book. But either way, he never once went to Farah's aid when she was puking her guts out in the bathroom. And honestly, and the fact that just like Tamlin in general, I don't even know what to say about him. Honestly, my perspective of Tamlin changed a lot. When I first started reading The Courts of Mist and Fury, and I found out when I was reading that Farah started to flirt with Rhysand, and she started to flirt back, and he started to flirt with her, and at first I was like, no, Farah and Tamlin all the way. Farah and Tamlin all the way. But as I kept reading into it and just getting into the story, I realized that I don't think Tamlin was the good guy at all. I don't feel like he has, because he comes off, something that I didn't realize in the first book is Tamlin comes off very controlling. Because in the first book, he tries to control everything that Farah does. Where she goes, what she dresses like. He's just very controlling. Versus Resent, he doesn't control Farah. He lets her go on trips with him. He doesn't tell her like, hey, you can't go there, or you can only stay in this area or this area, blah blah blah. So the fact that, yeah, Farah felt trapped. She felt trapped, and I honestly, that's horrible. I feel so bad for her. So honestly, my view of Tamlin changed entirely. I loved Tamlin in the first book. He came off like such a good and sweet High Lord. And in the second book, it's just, he's painted like such a monster. And yeah, honestly, but the second book is pretty great. We get more character development from Farah. We find out what trauma she's left with. And she completely regains her life back. Somewhat regains her life back. She is able to like go out where she wants to. She can dress however she wants to. She doesn't have to act like just like sitting down and act like a prissy little thing. She is actually able to be free. And what I love the most about the Courts of Mist and Fury is the fact that we also get Rhysand's background. We get to kind of somewhat a little bit know about his background and know a little bit about his life in the Night Court. And honestly, I am seriously starting to believe that it is true. That, because I had a theory that, the fact that maybe, just maybe, the Sariel in the first book was never talking about Tamlin. Because if you guys remember, if you guys have read the series or heard it on audio, whatever way you know about the series, if you guys remember in the first book, the Sariel said, stay with the High Lord. You will be safe. The Sariel didn't specify which High Lord Farah had to stay by. Maybe the Sariel wasn't talking about Tamlin. Maybe, just maybe, the Sariel was talking about Rhysand. Yeah, but that's my review of the Courts of Mist and Fury, aka Book 2. Honestly, it's good. I love it. It's awesome. Like, I honestly prefer it over the first book. Anyway, guys, I hope you liked this video. Click that like, click that subscribe, comment what you guys think, or if you guys have a theory about the Courts of Thorns and Roses series, even if it's from the other books that I have not read yet, please go ahead, share it. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Anyway, peace out, guys, and have a good day wherever you are.